About 1,500 workers. That's how many people left the EMS profession in 2023. And the issue of diminishing staff isn't going away anytime soon. As we wrap up National EMS Week, we sat down with fire and rescue teams in our area to learn more about the issues they face. Let's get right to ABC 6 News reporter Brandon Anthony, who joins us live now from Albert Lea, the fire and rescue station there. And Brandon, you spoke to a number of crews today, so what are they telling you?
Yeah, Robin, most of the rescue teams I talked to said they're dealing with staff shortages. However, one concern that they're still looking at is response times. Being part of an emergency response team is already difficult.
We could get 4 calls in a matter of 30 minutes. We could go a couple hours without a call.
And it's a job that isn't getting any easier. I talked to several EMT teams from Austin to Mason City, and I wanted to know what their biggest challenges are. When it comes to teams in Albert Lea, maintenance issues is one of the first things they brought up.
You never know when something's going to break down. Like a battery goes bad and that machine or that tool is out. That's probably the hardest thing.
And in Austin, the city's fire department says construction in the city is seriously hampering their ability to respond quickly to emergencies.
We're making do with what we have. It's a situation that needs to get done. We need infrastructure repairs, and that's just the way it is.
Urging the public in Spamtown specifically that if a response is taking a while, it's simply because they are getting so many calls.
We're not putting things off. We're not taking our time getting to you. Sometimes it's just there's not enough people to be able to get to you, and we'll get to you as soon as we can.
And it's not just Minnesota, as teams in Mason City say they are seeing the same issues.
Being down to about 2 rigs per shift has been hard. With the influx of 911s throughout the day, we've really had to kind of manage our time a little bit more wisely on 911s.
But despite all the struggles, each station says they're doing what they can to continue to support their communities.
We're out constantly training, constantly trying to improve. We have guys who are always looking at what's kind of the new standard for EMS and how we can constantly be improving for our community and how we can kind of take that next step forward.
Now, Robin, all the stations told me that what really goes into it is collaboration. For example, Albert Lea and Austin rely on Mayo Clinic as well to help with response times, and those same stations as well help out rural EMS stations as well, as that's pretty important also. So it sounds like they're making do with the lack of workers. Live in Albert Lea, Brandon Anthony, ABC 6 News.